Just to be sure, does disbelief simply mean you don't believe the proposition, or does it also mean that you believe it is false? Okay, so Leon, your question there, it technically means both because it is used in both ways. But when you're discussing logic, right, and when you're answering a proposition, disbelieve means you believe it is false. You don't simply lack belief in the proposition, you are asserting that the proposition is false. However, the way language works, people use disbelieve as a descriptor for a psychological state where they're saying they literally just lack belief. And then they go on further and say, well, lack can mean without, and without means absent, therefore I'm absent of belief. I did an article called Synonyms, spelled S-I-N, because it's the sinful use of synonyms. It's taking words from their most concise state and going through the motions to get to a point where actually you've used disbelief to be absent of belief. And that's not the same thing. That's not, especially when you're discussing a proposition, that's not how it ought to be used. But language is fluid, so you can use it that way. Yeah, as you say, Dave, one of your major complaints about the lacktheist attitude. Yeah, sorry, I am just trying to read and say this at the same time, whereas not leaving you with any dead air at the same time. Oh, Dave, you did address colloquially disbelief can mean not believe, but in philosophy it's to disaffirm the proposition. So, I mean, Dave said that in a much cleverer way than me, but that's because he's cleverer than me. So there you go.
Clever. I was clever as a slug sliding on the kitchen door.
Dude, I mean, where does everyone put everyone else? They're just the slime traveling behind you.
Oh, I don't like to say anything.